I'm like irritated. Then I went ahead, get the high hand, and then I go to take a quick break. I choke a guy out. I'm like, oh, night's good now.
Michael Haig, hell of a guy, longtime buddy. I hit him up and he says, sure, let's play a little 2-5. I need some motivation. I say it's fate. You got to go with your gut. As long as you don't have a bad feeling, you gotta roll with it. So he's going to join us at the Venetian very soon.
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
The aftermath of drama at the poker room.
Much drama.
I invited you to play a little 2-5 game. You took the invite. You wanted to meet Ben Deach.
Yes.
He's a famous Reno vlogger.
I just hit a hand. I qualified for the high hand at Venetian in the 2-5 game, which I didn't even know what was going on when I hit the hand. Everybody's like, oh, shocked. I hit a queen high straight flush. So I was like, oh, sweet. So I got a hold for like 30 minutes and I get the $1,000 bonus for the high hand. So while I'm sitting there, I was like, I'm gonna take a break or in the restroom, you know, this and that. So I get up after the hand and I walk out. I'm walking out of the poker room. Right on the edge of the exit of the poker room, there was an empty table, and there was a couple that was the guy was sitting, the girl was standing, and they were in an argument as I'm walking up. So I'm only a few feet away, but I see this argument, and then like she smacks the boyfriend on the shoulder or something. And he got pretty irate over just that in the argument. So he jumped up and he cold cocked her, boom, right in the face, square, shut her head back. I was shocked by what I just seen. He proceeds to grab her and start choking her. And he's telling her, I'm gonna effing kill you, I'm gonna effing kill you, never touch me again. And I look around, I'm like, oh man, this is bad. There's nobody around to protect this girl at all. She's got punched in the face, he's choking her. And so, at my split-second decision, I decide I'm gonna try and subdue him as quick as possible. So, I proceed to grab him, standing rear naked chokehold. Okay. Are you good? Yep. Okay. So I sunk it in, I held him, I put my hooks in. People see what was going on, they see what happened, they jump up and they come over and they want to make sure things are good. But I'm holding him and I want to make sure that I subdue him fully because he was a good sized guy and he had this anger, he's pretty threatening. So I was just really set and focused on putting him to sleep because I want to eliminate the threat as much as possible.
Oh, it's my buddy Mike. Oh, it's my buddy Mike.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
So I made sure that I held the chokehold in until we hit the ground and he fell asleep. Meanwhile, his girlfriend was, of course, now they always go, like, you're protecting her, and then now she's protecting the guy who just punched her in the face, is choking her by yelling at me and reaching at me, which you have to be real conscious of and just be aware of your surroundings because, you know, she could have a knife, a bottle, something, and now I'm in big trouble because I'm vulnerable. But luckily people were there and they came in, intervened as quick as possible. And by the time they got there, you know, he was fell asleep from standing. We hit the ground. I made sure he was asleep before I let him go. And yeah, he was out. You've seen it firsthand. So.
I ran away from the 2-5 cash game with Ben Deach. I didn't grab my phone.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about getting video. I wish I would have in hindsight, but your state, once I saw you on top of this guy with full choke and hooks in while he's standing, I had no idea what was going on. You only had a split second to react. If you had to, you know, save this girl's life, there's no security around. No one else is going to take him out. It's a big ass guy.
He was, yeah.
At what size do you say, all right, I'm not even going to try to intervene?
Really, there is no size I'm worried about, to be honest.
Because of your jiu-jitsu background.
Yeah, and it really trains you to be able to subdue opponents that are larger than you. So you don't really fear that if you're confident in your abilities and you know where you can attack your opponent to where also like jiu-jitsu gives you the opportunity in a confrontation like this where I subdue the opponent and put him fully to sleep. But outside of that, I didn't hurt the guy. He went to sleep, you know, and I was able to subdue the threat without actually hurting the guy.
No punches thrown.
No punches thrown.
You just got his back.
I got his back and put him to sleep. Yeah, I jumped on him like a 200-pound spider monkey.
And I got him to squeeze.
The biggest threat was his girlfriend, who was irate, yelling, you know, let him go, let him go.
Stop! Let him go! Stop!
And I was there. I had my eyes on the girl. I had my eyes on the guy. If the girl was to come at Mike, I was there to stop the girl. Mike had this situation under control. I was going to control the girl, which is probably a fair fight.
Yeah. Yeah, you had that covered.
The security asked the guy again, are you sure you don't want to press charges? And he goes, who did it? He didn't even know who took him out. He's like, show me him, I'll press charges. And that's when I knew I had to talk to the poker room manager and say, listen, you know, Mike's a good guy. He's protecting this girl. He didn't start it. He's not in the wrong here. He's not an aggressive, violent person. So just based on that, the foreman said, yeah, I've known Mike for 5 years. We're going to do everything we can, but it's kind of out of our hands. It's all about security and the footage, possibly the police. He might have to go to jail. That's when I got a little worried. And I said, what can I do to make sure Mike doesn't go to jail? The foreman said, just go over there and calm him down. Make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. He doesn't get irate. So I went over to Mike, said, listen, you know, everything's going to be taken care of. It's all on the cameras. The footage is there. You're in the right. It was self-defense. You were protecting the girl. And at this point is when more commotion broke out with the guy that just woke up from getting choked out. He starts getting real violent and yelling. The girl's yelling. Security has to put him up against the cashier cage wall. 3 or 4 guys holding him back. And they took him and the girl away. And Mike, did you go to jail?
I did not.
There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes.
I came here, victory dinner on the house, on the house of Venetian. Victory dinner, man. Hell yeah. They were very good security management, everything. They knew I was in the right. They seen the video, and they not only let me off the hook completely, they shook my hand, they thanked me. I'm not gonna let a guy punch a girl in the face and start choking her. It's just not going to happen. And in that split second, I knew in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna face repercussions for this. I know that I'm gonna get 86, I might go to jail, whatever the case may be, but I just know what's right is right no matter what, and that's the important part to me. And I just trust in the video to show that even if I go to jail, at least there's video to show that I was in the right. You know, I mean, like, you know, it's just like you just can't allow this to happen. There was nobody around to defend her, and he was choking her, literally choking her. She was gurgling and all this, and it's like I was the closest person that could save her. You know what I mean? So it was like I just did what naturally felt right, and I just decided I'll deal with everything post. So, but everybody was great, man. Venetian, great. I had a lot of people had my back in the room. The players, the floor people, dealers. It was insane. Security was really nice to me. They did the right thing too, which says a lot about them. They didn't just instantly, oh, you know, you got an altercation, you're 86, boom, you're done. And they could have done that. And I would have expected it, but they actually went above and beyond and seen the right being done. But yeah, they let me stay.
How's it holding? Pretty good. One more minute. 45 seconds.
30 seconds.
I didn't expect this tonight. I went high hand and I choked a full out. Yeah, you came over when I was still on.
Yeah,
I'm just like, and he finally, I put my head into it and he finally fell out.
Congratulations to the new high-end British.
Yeah. So sick, bro. So sick. So now I get my payout. And I guess I'm supposed to go after this because he's like, just call it a night after your high hand.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but they're not going to kick me out or nothing. So I'm like, all right, I'm not going to argue with that. So, and I know you guys have cameras, so I'm like, I just trust the cameras no matter what. So when they're still twitching, until somebody tells me he's out, I'm not going to let him go when he's that aggressive.
High hand winner.
I still had 20 more minutes to go.
It held. You thought you were going to have to forfeit the high hand.
Yeah,
You're
I was like,
$86,000 hanging in the balance.
But now I'm going to be stuck. I'm going to jail. Now I got to go to the lawyer. All these random people would come over, shaking my hand, saying, man, thank you. And the women were like, thank you for being here for us. You know, like, because what can they do, you know? I mean, it's unfortunate the girl, like, in the moment stands up for her guy, but you just kind of always expect that, even though you're protecting her and what's right. They just always do that. It's sad for them because they don't see what's happening to them in reality, you know?
When you're a victim of domestic violence, it gets in the woman's head that he only beats me because he loves me.
Yeah, so wrong.
Don't fall victim to that. If he really loves you, he wouldn't beat you. It's just common sense, women. Say no to domestic violence.
Yeah. Can you only imagine what happens behind closed doors?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you just hope that the girl will see the light someday. But they both walk out in handcuffs. He gets handcuffed and she got handcuffed, you know? So, yeah, I guess two peas in a pod, you know? But I'm still not, no matter what, I'm not going to let it slide. It's just not right. But, yeah, maybe one day she'll see the light and get away from the situation.
It's better to do the right thing and accept the consequences than regret not doing anything at all.
Yeah.
The justice prevailed,
It did,
and a happy ending was had at Venetian.
It was, yeah. And thanks for inviting me out tonight.